Hey guys, another 300 people walking towards America right now. Walking as we speak over the last hour, 2 hours. Just got more videos. I keep getting footage of this stuff. More and more videos. So apparently another caravan walking now, just now. It's only about 300 people, but I don't know where this is just overwhelming, guys. It's overwhelming. Like, nobody's stopping these people. You know, they're not stopping them if they are 200, 300. Yesterday they had 14 buses leave from Tapachula towards different areas of Mexico, different states in Mexico. Who knows where? Because, I mean, Haitians are pretty civilized. They're pretty respectful overall. But still, we don't have a lot of room for new people in developed. I mean, unless they take them to some like undeveloped areas and where there's nothing, we don't have a lot of room in the developed areas. Where we like I'm going to give you an example. In Tijuana, people fight all day long over housing. I've been telling you guys this. Hi, Jolene. All day long over housing. In Tapachula, everybody's complaining about the housing. I mean, so many people are complaining about the housing situation in Tapachula. It's bad. Mexico City, we don't have a lot of housing. I mean, I can't think of many places where I've been where people are like, oh, you know, there's all this extra housing. There isn't any. So where are they going to put all these people? Even if they get them on buses, deliver them to different places. Okay, but then what? Where are they going to work? Where are they going to work? Where are they going to live? Because I feel it's just a way to get them through, obviously, the immigration checkpoints in Tapachula. And I have a little story about Tapachula for you guys right now. But let me finish this thought first, because this is what I wanted to tell you guys about. Obviously, get them through the immigration checkpoints in Tapachula, and also they don't want to walk anymore. It's a big deal to walk and and take that entire caravan trip. Hi, Jerry. We should do a video today on everything that's been going on over the last few days. My video at Yuma in Arizona, Oscar O. Blue's making it. He's trying to promote it. The one where I try to stop migrants from coming in. Do you remember that one from 2 years ago? Well, he's taking it and recycling it, Jerry. So we should really talk about that. This is a guy who gets tens of thousands of dollars from patriots, and who is attacking me on wanting to stop a family from coming in illegally. We all know he wears two hats and he's a two-faced con artist, but now he's fully showing it on his channel. So we should definitely talk about it, because we have hundreds of patriots. They fight sometimes. Hundreds of patriots. He's always trying to make money off of something. Hundreds of patriots donating money to him constantly, and yet he is attacking me on wanting to stop illegal immigration. Not only that, but lying to the authorities, lying to the media, lying to the public, and saying that I caused psychological damage to that kid, when the bottom line is we don't know who that child is. We don't know that child's name. We don't know who he is. We don't know where he's at. We don't know anything about him. So he's straight up lying to the media, to his audience, to everybody. And to see, the problem with this guy is he thinks he's never going to get caught. He thinks he's never going to get exposed. This is why I confront him. Because if you try to comment on his videos, he'll block you. He'll delete it, whatever, So next time he has to be confronted about saying this child at the Yuma border who was crossing in illegally had some sort of psychological damage, because the bottom line is that he's lying. It's not true. We don't know who this child is. And not only that, But now he's involving, and fiscal sounds like a big word in Mexico, it's kind of like our attorney generals, but in Tapachula they have like 20 of them. He keeps referring to a fiscal. A fiscal called me. Nobody would freaking call him. Nobody cares about him. A fiscal did this for me. But if you notice, he doesn't say the fiscal's name. And the reason why is because he's lying, right? But he's directly accusing an attorney general, which would be like a judge attorney general here, of colluding with him. That's a big accusation that he's making against an authority in Mexico. Like, I mean, he can take his drama on the internet, whatever, and and say, oh yeah, I'm a reporter, and always your country first, and all that. But that there's no criminal penalty to that. But when you involve an authority, and see, that's why he's not saying anybody's name, because he's not dumb, but obviously he made some report. People make reports all day long. I mean, if you go here to try to make a report, there's going to be like a 5 or 10 hour wait, because there's so many people, and in the reports they're like, oh really, okay, sign here, and they put them under a desk, and they're like, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. But kind of like it's happening in America now. So anyway, obviously there is a main fiscal at where he did this at, right? So we're getting in contact with this fiscal because he's accusing him of corruption. The fiscals can't side with him. I mean, not that they did. I'm not saying they did, but I'm saying he's accusing them of that. So he needs to be questioned by the agency itself and find out. He needs to be confronted by the agency itself and find out why he's been slandering the fiscal and saying that the fiscal called him. Nobody would, like, the only way the fiscal would ever get involved in any of this, if, like, say he was even if he wasn't a reporter, I'm just saying, like, say there was a guy out there filming, a videographer like him, a thug with a phone out there, right? Whatever, just a citizen, right? And he was out there filming, and somebody came and stabbed him and killed him right on the spot. Then the fiscal would get involved. Then they would, like, because it's a big deal, right? But you really think the fiscal of Tapachula, well, one of them anyway, one of the fiscales in Tapachula is gonna be like, oh my God, some woman yelled at you, oh no, we gotta get you in here, we gotta get you protection right away, yeah, we gotta get you protection from this congressional candidate who is dangerous, you deported drug trafficker. Like, so now he's slandering a fiscal. He's slandering an authority. And again, that's the reason why he's not giving you his name, because at the end of the day, like always, like just like he had ample evidence of me being a human trafficker, he doesn't have anything to back up his claims, right? But I got a hold of 2 fiscales, just so that they know what he's doing. And hopefully, I mean, not now, because see, I got so much to do right now, guys. Like, I have so much going on, but trust me, just sit tight, be patient, remember karma, divine timing. I told you guys this a long time ago. Just wait for it to happen. We're going to have him in front of the fiscal, in front of him, myself, and we're going to be like, is this a fiscal that aided you? Is it, or which one is it? Which one is it, cucaracho? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is it, cucaracho? Which one is the fiscal that called you because a 5'2" woman yelled at you and called you a POS and confronted you about calling her a prostitute? Which one is the fiscal that took so much interest in your dangerous case, where your feelings got hurt, that he took the time out of his busy life, and occupation to call you and make sure this you had the protection that you needed in Tapachula. He's involving, and see, he's leaving radio shows, videos. I mean, this idiot, he's so hurt. He, like, whenever he doesn't know what to do, he just starts spewing out shit. He doesn't know what to do. So now it's all out there. We're recording it. some of it he's doing in Spanish. Today he thanked the fiscal in Spanish. What are you thanking him for? For filing a report? They can't. It'd be like me going on. It'd be like me saying, yeah, a judge in San Diego issued a restraining order without due process. Like, that would be me. That would be me directly involving an authority and accusing them of corruption. It's impossible. Like, and see, again, that's the reason why he's not, one, mentioning who. I'd like to thank the fiscal. Like, if there's one, there's so many. If you open up their page, there's like fiscal for this, fiscal for this, fiscal for the bathroom, fiscal for the kitchen, fiscal for, and what do you call it? And directly accusing them of some sort of, traffic of influences, which is what we call in Mexico. And that's, the fiscal could actually not only lose his job, but go to jail for that. And, but see, the thing is that right now this guy doesn't care because he's so desperate, because he doesn't have tamales, he doesn't have this one, he doesn't have Mary, he doesn't have this one, he doesn't have anybody. So he's losing his mind. And now the people in Tapachula, they now know he's a deported drug trafficker. So he's like, shit. Now they know he's a Trump supporter. So he's like, damn, what am I going to do now? They now know he's got the number 45 tattooed on his arm. So now they know. Now they know makes a bunch of money from this. So now they know. So anyway, I just got off the phone with the Fiscalia, and we're getting a hold of the fiscal, and what do you call it? And we're gonna find out who he's blaming. I know he's full of crap, but eventually he's gonna have to be confronted by the Fiscalia about accusing one of their authorities of colluding with him to get something done. Fiscals can't do that. They can't do that. I mean, I know it's not true, but just him saying it is it's implicating an authority in Mexico getting involved in a crime. Because see, in Mexico, here's the thing. Mexico is very socially divided and very economically divided. A lot of you know that, right? So it's been a big problem. That traffic of influences is a big problem for us. Historically, it's been one of our biggest problems. And the reason why is because obviously you've got poor people, you've got rich people, right? And it was very common that you would go and talk to the fiscal as a rich person and be like, here's $500, put him in jail. And the fiscal would be like, okay, it would be so simple back in the day, right? Hola, Cortez, Raul. It would be so simple back in the day. Obviously, this has changed a lot over the last, 5-6 years, especially with the new president that we have now. But because it was so common, because it was such a big issue in Mexico, it's now a big crime. No fiscal, no MP, no MP means the local attorneys that they have filing these complaints. No MP, no fiscal, no anyone can take either a bribe or a call from, my friend knows so and so and so. That doesn't work anymore. There are all kinds of celebrities right now going to jail. There are all kinds of celebrities now running from the law. One of them has been on the run for 2 months now, being a multimillionaire. She's on the run because there's no amount of money that can buy her freedom for everything that she's done. Money laundering, drug-related issues, kind of like a cucaracho. And she's on the run. And she's been on the run for 2 months, abandoned her 7 children. I can't imagine being in her shoes, having to abandon 7 children for being involved in money laundering and fraud and drug-related issues. She made millions from it, millions, over $150 million from it. But still, no amount of money can buy her seeing her children or her freedom. So what I'm saying is that there's no amount of money or who that these people now are willing to take the risk as far as as far as siding with someone or as far as, traffic of influences, because it became such a big deal in Mexico for so many years. So this guy keeps accusing and thinking because he wants to sound interesting. He wants to, it's almost like presenting his his non-tangible evidence, right? Because he doesn't have tangible evidence. If he had tangible evidence, he would present it. But since he doesn't have one, and he doesn't want to look like a clown, he's using these phrases and these supposed people as his untangible evidence. But at the same time, again, he doesn't realize that he's involving, or he's accusing someone of what is a crime. No fiscal is going to reach out to you for anything. And then even if you go in there and file a complaint, well, you file a complaint and that's it, and whatever. And then, it goes through a process and evidence gets looked at. Oh, she came to me, and then I looked back, and then she yelled, and I yelled, and we yelled, and how do you guys want to work this out? Well, I don't know. Well, you yelled too. Well, she yelled too. Well, then you guys both verbally attacked one another. We did. Then you want to sign a peace agreement, or what do you want to do? Or walk away? Well, because there is no sanction for any of it. There is no sanction of any kind. And restraining orders are for people who are in danger, domestic abuse. I mean, all kinds of different things, but not, not being called, a freaking idiot in the middle of the street. That's not what restraining orders are for. As far as him being a reporter, I mean, technically under Mexico's books, I'm just as much as a reporter as he is. So we both have equal rights, as I said this morning. But anyway, just wanted to share with you about the fiscal, because he's directly involving them, and I don't think they're going to be happy. And he's accusing them of colluding with him, and whether it is for money or for because, I mean, not to say that it actually happened, but that's what he's saying. So I'm sure eventually he's going to be confronted by the Fiscalia. And again, he's leaving evidence all over the place because his feelings are... I mean, just yesterday we were celebrating Thanksgiving. He's posting videos and posting all kinds of stuff about and thanking the fiscal. It's so embarrassing, because if you really wanted to thank him, he would say his name, But he knows there's a lot. I mean, again, you open up the website, there's like 20 of them. So instead of saying somebody's name, he just says, I would like to thank the fiscal, just like, yeah, I graduated and speak 3 languages, right? Julie, te perdiste de algo muy interesante. Tenemos que hacer un update de su to-do list. Julie, este delincuentucho está I remember the first time I ever really caught him. I was like, eres un delincuentazo. Eres un delincuentazo. He was so mad because I had caught him. I was like, oh my God, Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys. I got to go. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Got so much work to do with the doggies, with my own work. So much work to do, and so much coming up over the next 2 weeks. If I could only tell you guys how much I have coming up over the next, not even the next 2 weeks, the next, the rest of the year. I just got so much going on. It's overwhelming. I was kind of hoping to be able to take Thanksgiving off, which I did. Take Thanksgiving off, and because I knew after Thanksgiving it was like marathon from here until the end of the year. So, but I got a lot of work to do with the dogs. Got a lot of work to do at the shelters, and one of the doggies pretty soon. Well, not soon, but in the next 3 weeks. Hopefully she can get a surgery. Not now. I don't even want to think about it now, because right now I have to focus on helping her gain weight. But just so much going on. And you guys will be, I think, happy, excited. So much going on. I got to put my priorities straight, because obviously, this has taken a lot of time, but it's needed. It's needed, because eventually, whether it is now, this week, next week, the week after that, next month, next year, whenever it will be, we're going to get this guy inside a government agency, and we're gonna get him to thank you so much, Susan. We're gonna get him to, on paper, admit that I'm not a human trafficker, that I'm not a prostitute, that I'm not an arsonist, and all the things that he said on that show. He will try to lie to the police and say that he has nothing to do with the show. And that's when he's going to start lying to the police. And that's when the police is going to be like, sir, no, don't lie. Please, don't lie. Okay? Like, we'll work with you, but it's obvious, you guys are all related. It's obvious that, you and this other tamales woman and, at least the host of the show, are together in this. I mean, she even says it. I was stalking Paloma before I started collaborating with Oscar. I was like, whoa. See, these people thought they would never be in the same country. This would never come together, but now it's all coming together. Mexican authorities don't like being lied to, guys. They don't like being lied to. That's a big deal here in Mexico. I've been telling you guys this for a long time. They don't like being lied to. And they're a lot more strict with criminals. And if he tries lying to them and saying he's not behind the show, then that's another crime in and of itself, because we know he's behind it. They're gonna figure it out, So I cannot wait to get that guy in a courtroom admitting that everything that was said on that show is not true. Not only that, but hopefully get an order issued by a judge here in Mexico, to make tamales finally take those videos down. Coming to you from Tijuana, Mexico, this is Paloma for Trump. Oh my God, yesterday he was faking faking a reporter accent. It was so embarrassing, guys. It was so embarrassing. He was faking a reporter accent. So embarrassing. So secondhand embarrassing, it really is. Yeah. And then if not, he'll be incurring in a crime himself. So we'll see. But anyway, in any case, I got what I wanted. But he's just all over the place. Lying all over the place. And then we can forward it to the North Dakota police as well. Thank you, Oscar, for doing all of this. We couldn't have done it without you. You were at the right place at the right time, because you were the intellectual author of all of this, right? El autor intelectual, intellectual author. You were all, this is all you. So it all came back to you. Me dan ganas de pegar. como la chilindrina, ¿no? como cuando les dan chiripiolcas, ¿no? Oh my God. Ahora dice que el fiscal lo ayudó. ¿No viste su entrevista? Que el fiscal lo ayudó, de que le da las gracias al fiscal. O sea, está acusando al fiscal de prácticamente tráfico de influencias. O sea, el fiscal no puede ayudarlo con nada. ¿De qué lo va a ayudar? Imagínate. Oh my gosh. So embarrassing, guys. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Oh, Julie. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Talk to you soon. And wish me luck today with all the things that I got to do. Not just now, but now until the end of the year. Because it's so much. It's overwhelming. You'll find out. You'll see. Bye, guys.